As a 30-year resident of Brooklyn Heights, I'm constantly asked, what's my favorite street in Brooklyn Heights? Well, my vote goes to Garden Place. Originally, Garden Place was a walk in the formal gardens behind the mansion of Philip Livingston, delegate from New York and signer of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. Philip Livingston was born in Albany, but later lived with his wife Christina in New York City, keeping both a townhouse on Duke Street in Manhattan and a farm in Brooklyn Heights. Their land laid roughly between Atlantic Avenue and Joralemon Street, from the East River all the way to Boerum Place. Garden Place is the original garden of that farm estate, said to excel any garden in America. Portions of the original garden wall still stand in most of the backyards of the homes on Henry Street. The Livingston Mansion was used by General Washington and his officers during the Battle of Long Island. After Washington and his troops were defeated in the Battle of Long Island on August 27, 1776, they convened at the Livingston's estate, and in council it was decided to flee the island. After the battle, the British Navy used the house for a hospital and carefully tended to the garden. In 1803, the land was sold to Tunis Joralemon, and in 1842, the Joralemon estate was partitioned and Garden Street was laid out in the garden. From the first, it was a lane for fine dwellings, such as the mansion owned by Edward Dodge on the corner of Garden and State. The name was changed to Garden Place in 1870. The original retaining wall between the garden and terraced orchard of the Livingston estate exists behind numbers 29 to 41. London plane trees lining the street were originally planted in the 1930s by the Garden Place Association, the first such organization in Brooklyn Heights, and the Langstaff family, residents at number 39 from 1923 to 1982. Lynn Greenberg, in her recently published memoir called The Body Broken, said this about Garden Place, and I quote, "I live in Garden Place in Brooklyn Heights, New York, a sleepy idol, forgotten in the crazy speed and riot of New York City. It rests outside of time and outside of the cacophony. Only 1 block in length, the street is made up of single-family townhouses and brownstones. Someone usually has to die for a house to go on sale here. Tree branches overhang the street, flowering pink puffballs of cherry blossom in springtime." Unquote. And Garden Place has had its share of famous residents. John Dockery and Gabriel Byrne, to name a couple. Garden Place loses its sleepy idol status once a year on Halloween. On any day, it is one of the most charming blocks in the borough.